Alrighty, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Hi, y'all. Let me change over to the live chat real quick. Hey, Patrick, you got the first crown. There's a new thing that YouTube's doing, I guess, that if you're first or second or whatever on the stream, you get a little crown. So, yeah, congratulations. Welcome to the show, y'all. How's it going? We're in the dog days of summer. And I just found out an interesting fact about that. I didn't know where it came from. Ooh, a little bit of, hang on, little walls showing there. Um, it comes from the fact that in the summertime in the northern hemisphere, in the late summer when it's usually hot and dry, it's when the dog star Sirius is rising and more visible. And I did not know that until I looked it up. Because I was like, where does this phrase come from? I know it's when we're in the bad part of the summer when it's the worst. But I did not understand that it goes back to antiquity. So this is like a whole thing. Might want to give yourself some time to look it up later. I might dig into it myself. Anyway, welcome to the show, y'all. I'm Mercy Cola, the OraCola. I'm coming to y'all live here from Austin, Texas on August 13th, 2025, here in the dog days of summer. Yeah. Hey, good to see you. Yep, welcome to the show, y'all. I have had my disco nap because I have to get up real early in the morning. I got to get up before dawn and go to work before dawn tomorrow. Tomorrow. So we'll probably keep it a short show unless we get a whole bunch of people coming. But I don't think y'all will mind because, we know each other. Anyway, y'all know how it works. You tell me in the chat, you got to log into Google, what you want to talk about, like question, a topic, or whatever. I'm opening it up. It don't even have to be a question. You just type in a random thing, and I'll do my best. I'll spin the Wheel of Fortunes, and we'll see what the universe has to say about that. It's all you got to do. It's real simple. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm Marcy Cola, the OraCola. Welcome to my show. Some Roman dude was saying the dog days of summer back in the day after getting slaughtered by some Persian. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? All I know is there's a whole long Wikipedia article about it that I did not even get into. I just saw some cuneiform writing on there, and then I was like, shit, there's some Latin too. I don't got time for this. I got to get ready. So, yeah, it has something to do with the dog star Sirius. Seriously. It looks like we already got a question, so y'all know what that means. We got to do the ritual, get in the right headspace to be with the universe. So, I have pared the ritual down a little bit, but we got the core components still in the bag. So, if you got your own ritual, now is the time to do it. The first thing I like to do is burn the sacred wood. We're gonna burn this sacred wood. Get it nice and red on the tip. Just get some nice smelling smoke in the house. I started running my I got an air purifier. Somebody gave it to me. I guess they didn't want it no more. And I got me some filters. Cost me like $35 on Amazon. But I just forget about it. I put it in the corner and I always forget to turn it on. And the other day I come in the house and I don't know what my neighbor was cooking. But it was some kind of stinky. And I was like, I know that ain't my house because I did not cook anything today or yesterday that would have stunk up like that. I know when my cooking smell smells, but this is somebody else's whole thing. So I was like, damn, maybe I should run that air purifier and burn some incense and see if it helps. Well, it did. It helped. So I got that running in the other room just to try to maybe keep things going here. I don't know if it helps. Maybe it's placebo. Next up, we're going to ring the bell. Oh, look at all the fuzzies flying off of here. Y'all can't see it probably, but trust me, it was like a dandelion clock going poof as soon as I rung the bell. Yeah, so this is to let the universe know that we're here and we're ready to accept their wisdom or its wisdom or her wisdom or his wisdom. I don't know the universe's pronouns. It never told me. I'm just guessing. And then next up, we got our Prospera spray. We're skipping out on the beauty wand and the pathogen wand. You know, I got tired of all them LED lights. The more I read about it, the more I find out they're probably going to kill you with the cancer. Best to get the real deal from sun. Anyway, we got our prosperity spray. We're going to spray this over us and let the prosperity of good rain down upon us. Always manifest the good prosperity, not the bad. And then we got our Florida water. This is to anoint our chakras, open up all the meridians, lubricate all the metaphysical hoo-ha in here. And then last but not least, our newer ritual, which I used to do on my own, but now I'm sharing with y'all, is a shot. It's a throwback to my old show when I was on the Cooking Good. So, to a good show. Thank you, universe, for allowing me to be here with y'all this evening, and I hope everybody gets what they need out of it for the highest good of all. To a good show. Cheers. Woo! Ah! It don't get easier. I swear. It don't ever get easier to do that. No matter how many times I've done it. Ooh, all right. Well, now that we've got the ritual out the way, we can get on with the thing. So we did have a question from Patrick. What's the deal with Trump bringing the National Guard to D.C.? Yeah, okay. I have not looked into all the particulars of this because at this point, anything that Trump does is like, oh yeah, it's like that TV show that's on reruns over and over again. You've seen it 500 times and you don't feel like watching it, but you know it's on in case you get bored enough. You want to turn it on, you can watch it, but you know the plot already, sort of. You might not remember all the details, but you know how it ends. So there's some people thinking that it's part of like a slow ease into bringing in the National Guard to every city. And Trump did say it. He was like, you know, next up, Chicago, LA, New York City, all them cities where crime is rampant. And yeah, this could be that martial law that Alex Jones has been hooting about for 40 years or whatever. But it also just could be some bullshit. You know, maybe they needed to get some of them National Guard folks on the payroll for some overtime so they could expunge some fund. You know, there's a lot of like behind the scenes reasons why things happen. But I think mostly, honestly, Trump does stuff like this a lot of the time just to be provocative. You know, he was hired for this job. He's a showman. He's very flamboyant. He's got his own ideas. And I think sometimes the man lets him go have some fun. It's part of the deal. He's like, all right, I'll be your shill for Israel or whoever. I'll pretend I'm brokering a deal, but in the meantime, I'm, you know, just allowing the powers that actually be to do their business in the open. I'll be your fall guy, but I get to have some fun. So part of my fun is I get to call in the National Guard whenever I fucking feel like it. And they're like, yeah, whatever you want, Donald, whatever you fucking want, just be our fall guy. He's like, yeah, whatever. I'm a showman. He was in professional wrestling. Come on, y'all. Come on. So I think it's all a show. I think it's all just some bullshit. You know, it could be the first nefarious step into martial law, but guess what? We already had that with the COVID situation. We already failed the test. The guns did not come out. So the man knows they can kick us around a little bit harder. Anyway, you need therapy to deal with this situation. Let's see what Dr. Freud has to say about it. Let's channel that anger. Let's see if it'll show up. Nope, it turned. The Freud ball is just as bad as the Karen ball, the magic hate ball, when it comes to actually showing what it says. But it did say, let's channel that anger. So if you feel some kind of way about it, just like go to the gun range and shoot off some guns. It always makes you feel better, I bet. So there we go. Never heard that Seinfeld bit before. Oh, I don't remember. I don't know. I didn't watch Seinfeld. I only saw it in the background. I just knew it was about a bunch of annoying people that I would hate to be my friends. So I didn't pay no attention to it. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm so happy that y'all are here in the audience this evening. Um, I know that I took a long break because I needed it. I needed to kind of recalibrate. Um, and I do appreciate y'all abiding with me and coming back. And I know we might have lost some folks who were like, wait, where's the OraCola? She ain't been live in weeks. Maybe she died. Well, I did not die. I did not go to rehab. I did not get no surgery. I did not get no work done, obviously. So, yeah, I just was taking a little staycation, which I advocate. If you have some time off from work and you ain't got no big old vacation planned, because let's be honest, a vacation is work. Vacation can be fun. Vacation can recharge you in certain ways, but vacation is 100% work. And sometimes you need some time away where you don't do goddamn thing except what you feel like doing in the moment. So, like, if you feel like sitting on your ass for like 8 hours and researching the origins of dog days of summer, and then that leads you down a different rabbit hole that has to do with some kind of constellation, and then you get into the alien ship that's masquerading as the asteroid, that's fine. You can take your time off work if you get paid time off, and you can get paid to do that research. Think about it like that. And you don't have to spend no money except on your internet plan. This is cheap and easy and probably just as enlightening as taking a trip. Now, I'm down with trips, especially if somebody else is paying for them, but they are some work. You got to pack your shit. You got to find out what you can bring. You got to weigh your fucking suitcase. You got to find a way to smuggle your drugs. There's a whole lot of ways that you got to do some work to take a vacation, just aside from figuring out what you want to do when you get there, because you can get to a place, and trust me, I've traveled a little bit, just a little, but enough to know that when you get to a place, you better have some ideas about what to do. Otherwise, you get paralyzed, and then you get stuck, and then you don't end up doing nothing, because you just spend all your time going, oh, what should I do? What should I do? No, have a plan. Have 2 or 3 things you got to see. And then you can work the rest of it around it, But that's work. That's fucking work. It's work you don't get paid to do. That is unpaid labor when you're planning a vacation. And it is labor if you do it right. Oh, man. Oh, fuck you. Hey, good to see you. I'm so happy you came back. I was worried because I was gone that all my old regulars who wasn't super regular, but who was almost always regular, wasn't going to come back. So I'm glad you made it. Thank you. Hope you're doing good up there in Canada. Yeah. Wild shit happening all over the world. Yeah. Fuck you as a question. Goog has a question too. Can we ask the Oracle where Prance is? I think Prance has gotten into some kind of social club that meets on the regular, and I think tonight is one of the meeting times. I don't want to be, spilling Prance's business, but this is just what I've gathered from some minimal online conversation. So that's fine. I always appreciate when folks can make it live. Always, but my show is available to watch later in case you can't make it to the live stream. So I encourage, if you cannot make it to the live stream and participate, always watch it later and share it with folks if you think it's funny or worthwhile to share. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's what's going on. There's some kind of new commitment that interferes with the show, but it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. I think Prance is with us in spirit, because I did get message last week. I'm sorry I missed your show. And I was like, it's all good, hon. It's all good. So, imagine what a prance cult is like. Well, I don't get all the nitty gritty. I just get like I got a meeting or whatever. So I don't know what it's all about. But yeah, it could be a cult. Could very well be a cult. I don't know. Okay, so back to fuck you. What does it all mean? Ooh, well, let's find out. Douglas Adams says the meaning of the universe or whatever is 42. The universe tonight decided that the pornicle was going to be our oracle. The pornicle oracle, if you will. The poor oracle. It's a pornicle. What am I saying? I already made that up. Okay. All right. Random number generator. Hold up. Let me get to. I feel like the dregs of that Prospera spray is starting to go off. I might need to dump it because there's a scent to it that smells like water that's been like in a bottle for a while. I still got other Prospera spray that I was sent that's fresher, but I'm just saying it out loud. I'm observing my environment. Okay, Google. Random number generator. All right, we got a number between 1 and 755. This is for what's it all about? Oh, you cannot make this shit up. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. Okay, we're going to look at page 42 in the portico and see what's up. For those of y'all watching in the future, or who's watching it now live and is just aghast, just remember this. I do this for fun, but I also do it because I think it matters and I think messages come through. We get the message if we pay attention. All right. I wish I was smart enough to rig that up, or I would have done it ahead of time as a joke. That would have been a good one. It is a good one, but I would have planned it. Let's see, 42 for what's it all about? Well, I think we've seen this one before, and I think the message is the same. It's all about getting fucked, getting bent over and fucked. Like, you may not like it, or you might like it. You don't know. But the answer is always that you are going to be doing the fucking to somebody else, or somebody else is going to be fucking you, or fucking with you, or you're fucking with them. It's all about either giving or receiving. That's what it's all about. Giving or receiving. So, are you the giver? Or are you the receiver? And I think in certain situations, yes, you might not have a choice. Like when you're exchanging funds, money. You're receiving goods for an exchange, you're giving money or whatever. But yeah, you're either a giver or a receiver. You're either predator or prey. This is the fundamental law of existence. And how you navigate it is up to how conscious you choose to be and aware of the world and how it affects you and you affect it. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that was fun. Oh, you mean the scent of toxic mold? Who knows? It's probably just some legionnaires, some light legionnaires. Hopefully it's fine. I did not detect the scent last week. I will say this, but it could have been because I was still getting over being sick from the week before, so I might not have my full, senses back. Put a little bleach in it. No, I ain't putting no fucking bleach in there. I'm dumping that shit down the drain, and I'm opening the fresh. In fact, I'll just do the fresh one right now. Look how, it's full of dust. Oh, man. It's embarrassing. Sorry. I'm just going to spray it over me. Oh, yeah, that one's way better. So it just got old. This one's fresh and full. This one is, look, Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see. It's barely there. So yeah, I think all the good stuff got sprayed out already. And we're just left with the remains. Oh, remains always stink. Okay. Oh, Prince. Hey, you made it. Excellent. Wonderful. Yeah, you know what? P&G also I think is busy with stuff and I just like let it be. I know that my family loves me and they will come to dinner whenever they can. But if they can't make it to the table on a particular night, I trust they got better shit to do. Uh, the Florida water is still pretty spicy and good. I don't think it's off. But I don't use a whole lot of it. Yeah, that still smells good. But I think it's because there's a lot of potent things in there. I don't know. They don't put no ingredients on it, but it's your standard Florida water. It's probably way past the official uh, discard date, but I ain't throwing that shit away. It'll take me probably the rest of my life to get through this at this rate. If it don't go off, you know. Is P&G also in a cult? I don't think so, but let's find out. Since we can talk about P&G since they ain't here. Spin again. Okay, think harder. Oh, OraCola's choice. Well, let's use the digital diviner. I feel like this is a good yes or no question because honestly, I don't know. I ain't into everybody's private business. All I know is what you share with me on the show, and then what occasionally folks will like send me on the social media. So I just don't know. All right. So is P&G in a cult? Let's see. Why not? Yeah, why not? It could be that they're in a cult. It could be that they're in some kind of activity that is very cult-like, but not technically a cult. Who knows? It's none of my business, honestly. I feel like at this point in my life, if you want to be involved in the cult, as long as you ain't bothering me with it, go right ahead. Join the fucking cult. Drink the Kool-Aid. Wear the weird clothes. Die in a horrible situation. I'm down with it. Even if you're like in one of them Hollywood sex cults where you just do satanic rituals and eat baby hearts and shit, if you're down with it and you want to do it, fine, go for it. Just don't involve me. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear your proselytizing or join up for your course or come to your graduation or none of that shit. Just keep me out of it. Okay. You can confirm that you're no longer a Mason. Oh, I didn't know you was a Mason to begin with. You just spent $200 on your new garb. How funny. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes when you're involved with a group, you got to spend a little money. Like if you go to dance class, you got to buy the shoes for the dance class. You got to buy the outfit to wear to the dance class. There's a little bit of outlay. If you're in the sports, you got to have the equipment. You got to have the balls to do the thing you want to do. You can't play without the balls. So, yeah, there's a little bit of an economic outlay occasionally, and that's okay as long as you got the funds to do it. Or the cunning to steal it and not get caught. Uh, all right, let me check in with everybody. You had to denounce your masonship to get into this new cough thing. Oh, wow. That sounds juicy. Maybe you can spill a little bit more later as we progress through the season, the rest of the OraCola season. The dog days of summer are still dogging, but we will be moving into the autumn. I mean, some of our viewers might be reaching that milestone a little bit sooner. But here in Texas, it's going to be like shit, hot, motherfucking horrible for another 2 months minimum. We might get occasional little breezes in October, but more or less it's going to suck until middle of November. And then it might get nice. Prince is Jehovah's Witness like Prince now. Wouldn't that be funny if he was or they was? I don't know what their pronouns are. I never assume these days. I always get it wrong. I mean, I just like theydies and gentlemens. You know that whatever you want, I'll figure it out. I'll get it wrong occasionally, but it's never out of malice. It's just because I fucking forgot. You know, your visual cues is throwing me off. Yeah, I don't know. I think some of these cults, they're not great, but like I said, I ain't going to judge you if you decide to join one. Just keep me out of it. I don't want you coming to my door on Saturday. I'm sleeping in on Saturday if I ain't at work. Okay. You have to like spend a lot of time outside. You know, this might not be a bad idea. There's a lot of research kind of bubbling up from the surface that actually being outside is what we should be doing. We should not be inside. We should not be under these fake LED lights. We're getting all the wrong frequencies. It's causing all kinds of disease and illness, in addition to our highly processed, non-nutritive food that we've been fed by the man who's slowly killing us all off with all that and the vaccines and the hoo-ha. Yeah, I feel like we should be outside more, which is hard to do in the dog days of summer because it's fucking hot. And I know I'm soft and I'm used to the air conditioning, but I do feel like occasionally when I'm outside for a while and I've acclimated a little bit and I'm in the shade, even if it's 100 degrees and humid, any kind of cool breeze that comes through, if you're kind of sitting in the shade, you're like, you know what? This is pretty good. This is your brain acclimating to the harsh conditions. And I think if we was all a little bit less soft and we all went outside more and actually got some sunlight and got some early morning light and some late evening light, we would just all be a whole lot healthier. I do believe it. And run around with, you know, no shoes on as long as there ain't no glass on the ground and it's on grass or sand or something. Just check for the glass and the shardy metal, because you don't want to get that tetanus shot because it's a vaccine. It's going to kill you. Okay. Well, it's 9:29. Who else has got questions? I know we just have a small crowd this evening. That's totally fine. I can hang out for a little bit longer. I do have to wake up super early in the morning, so I probably won't go the full hour. But if you got anything burning a hole in your psyche, let me know. Put it in the chat. Oh, here's the thing that I wanted to talk about, because I don't have a lot of tea because I'm drowning in tea these days. It's hard to like find one little leaf in the whole situation. But Trump announced, I think Trump announced it himself, the new Kennedy Center honor folks. Let me tell you, that list is a little bit gay. It's a little gay. I mean, there was some Broadway actor who's famous for Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals, which apparently Trump loves. You know, Trump loves the Village People too. And then I think, who else? George Strait or some kind of country star. You know, you got to get the bass. You got to get that middle America folk roped in. And then Gloria Gaynor of I Will Survive fame. Talking about gay here, a little bit gay. And then who else? I think Sylvester Stallone was one of them. And there's probably a couple others I missed. I can't get off the top of my head, but I'm just saying. I know that people like to hoot and holler about the fact that, you know, Donald Trump is the second coming of the evil and is going to wipe out all the gays and the trans and the thems and the thams. But honestly, the man's got gay taste. The man's in show business. Even if he's a pussy hound on paper, he's got some affinities. So, I mean, look, I love me a good gay old time, just like the next straight person, and I think Trump is that way. So I find it hard to believe when people freak out about him being anti-gay, because his taste is way, way over the rainbow. Way over the rainbow. Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, this is one of the things that they like to gloss over. Even Hillary Clinton, closet dyke that she is, was anti-gay marriage back when it was prudent to pander to your base and your core voting populace and do all the polls and say, okay, yeah, well, this is not going to fly with a lot of people, so I need to be conservative in this viewpoint. They all did it. They all fucking did it. Obama with the immigrant. All this shit gets swept under the rug. Don't matter if they're Republican or Democrat. I remember the George W. Bush years. That dumbass, who's just obviously just as much of a puppet as our current president or any president that we had in the past 50, 60 years. I guess since the Federal Reserve. That's my guess, is when it all started. That and the intelligence agencies coming online. Rothschilds, I can just spill it all the time, but whatever. Nobody's listening. Preaching to the choir here. Is Bibi the new Antichrist? Are you talking about Bibi Netanyahu? I don't know who that is. Or is it your cousin? Oh no, a pornicle. Well, let's see. And let's let this be the last oracle that we do. I'll do a little tarot for the week after this, but if you got a question, throw it in there. But I feel like I'm going to be wrapping it up because, like I said, I got to get up before dawn when the dog star is high in the sky. Random number generator. All right, 755 is our number 23. All right, page 23. We're back in the early times here for the Antichrist. 23. Oh, okay. So this is from Greece. It is Hermes with a bird perched on his phallus. 5th century CBC or whatever bullshit time the man is assigned to this. Okay, so here's a man who's trying to fuck a bird, but the bird is like, no, you ain't getting in my cloaca. What I am going to do is kiss you on the mouth and give you the bird flu. And thus we have a cycle of fucking and receiving that has lasted until modern times. So I don't know if this is the Antichrist. I just feel like this is a continuation of a cycle that we are kind of caught up in, the archons and all that we can't get away from unless we learn some special miracle that's available from some random YouTube psychic who's selling a course. You don't have to join the cult. You just got to pay the $49.95. It's 20% off this month, and you will learn the secrets. All right, well, I'm going to do a little tarot for the collective and then bid y'all adieu for this week. I hope you stay cool in the summer, in the dog days of summer, and y'all get where you need to be without too much hassle. Whatever cult you've joined are giving you joy and not stress this week. And in general, that you are doing well. Here's your tarot for the week. Oh, the High Priest or the Hierophant in certain decks. So you might just need to do that research. It might be time to consult with your folks that know a little bit more about things than you do, and perhaps consider their guidance as a way to move forward. You don't have to listen to them, but they might have some wise things to say. So it might behoove you to at least consider what the cult leader is saying. Sometimes they got some good ideas. You got to like glean the good ideas out of the forest of bad ideas. So listen, discern, take what you will, and then don't be afraid to do your own research and listen to different gurus. Sometimes we got opposite gurus. They're in a debate. They might have an idea over here that's good and an idea over here that's good, but they can't meet in the middle because, the man, two hands, all that. But if you can get those two ideas to meet within you, then you can go forth into the world to give when you can give the good and receive when the good is coming to you. And it ain't going to be fucking and getting fucked. It's going to be enjoying the benefits of our barter society. All right, y'all. I love you so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.